quick, like and subscribe if you guys want this VIP customer to come into your restaurant. Nice intro, Alpha. And welcome back, everyone, back to another video of Shinobi Life 2. So, as you can see from the title, we're going to be looking at another element, boys. We're going to be looking at the water element. And again, I'm going to be showing you guys the best jutsus for the water element. We're going to be looking at the damage that it does, how many projectiles, the cooldown, and me just giving my overall opinion on the jutsu itself. So, of course, you might disagree on a couple things I say, but it's alright, you know, it's alright. But once again, I am level 1000. I'm not going to be using any special modes or anything to increase the damages of these jutsus. Here are my stats. As long as your ninjutsu is 5000 like mine, all of this will apply to you. Alright, but besides that, let's get straight into it, boys. Alright, for the first jutsu, we can be looking at water style water ball. So this one does do 20,000 damage, and it's just a one hit, just one time, with a cooldown of, I believe it was like 6 or 7. So of course the first one is always going to be a really small cooldown and a pretty good amount of damage. So it was 8 seconds. Okay, 8 seconds of cooldown. So for the first jutsu, comparing to the fire, like we said in the other video, water is lower. The fire one does 2,000 more. That's 22,000. As for the water, it's 20,000. All right, so looking at the second one, number T is going to be water style raging waves. All right, so I believe this one was a bit weird, right? Yeah, this one did both. It was either it did 2,500 and 3,800 2 times of each, or it did 2,500 3 times and just 3,800 1 time. So it ranges between 11,000 to 12.6 thousand damage. And as you saw, it only hit 4 times. See, 25, 25, 25. Oh, okay, the fourth one didn't hit. But usually it's going to be 4 times. 25, 25, 38, 25. So a cooldown of, I believe that was 13 seconds. It's pretty decent, pretty decent. But for the damage, though, really low. So would not recommend this. Especially because, again, it was like a straight line. You can't, like, move it, you know? Like, you have to hit them directly on the person if they're standing still. And if you guys know this game, then you know people, you most likely not going to catch someone in battle just standing still unless they're charging their chakra. So overall, a kind of useless jutsu, unless you're trying to catch someone off guard. But for Y, my dudes, all right, this one's a little different. All right, this one's a little weird. All right, this one, Y, right off the back, 46,000 damage. All right, 46, but you guys be the judge of it. I counted 6. I'm not too sure. It's either between 5 to 8, but it's most likely 6. All right, so for Y, it shoots out sharks at the ground, hits them. All right, that's roughly like 6 times. And for the cooldown, I believe that was around 17 seconds, but we're gonna do it one more time just so you guys can be the judge of it and see how many you guys count. Alrighty, one more time. So a cooldown of 16 seconds, pretty decent. All right, that's honestly pretty good for the amount of damage that it actually does. So right now, for sure, this one right here, the water style shark blitz, is so far the best right now. Alrighty, now we're gonna be looking at water style wave. That's gonna be for our F. So this one is a one-time hit, but of course it's a huge wave, so it can hit as many people as long as the people are in its proximity. Pretty sure I said that right. It's gonna hit them. So let's go ahead and send our wave out. All right, 18,000 damage. Just a one hit, of course. So for a cooldown of 20 seconds, again, pretty decent for it, especially because you can hit as many people as you can. But for damage wise, not so good. But 18,000 is still 18,000. Alrighty, now for water style prison. Okay, this one does not do any damage, just letting you guys know, but you can get to lock people in a little prison, so that's pretty cool. And I'm not too sure if, like, if you put someone into the prison, that maybe a jutsu that you use probably increases its damage by a little bit. I don't know. But the cooldown is extremely high. I think that was like 35 seconds. All right, extremely high cooldown. Honestly, don't think, you know, a prism should be that high, especially again because if you guys play this game and you know there are some really fast people, and it's already going to be really hard to be able to get them into a prison. I mean, for most people, some people might find it pretty easy, but for beginners, I mean, it's going to be pretty hard, especially when you're going up against someone that's like teleporting everywhere, running at light speed, and it's just like, wow. But let's check that out one more time. The cooldown was 45 seconds, dude. That's a little too high. And look at that. That prison doesn't even last more than like 5 seconds. So like, I honestly don't I don't know. It's probably got to get buffed. All right, it's got to get buffed. Drop the cooldown to at least 30 seconds or even 25 seconds, or just increase the time that they're in the prism. But for sure, they're not going to do that. If anything, they're going to be dropping the cooldown, so I'm hoping they do that. Alrighty, for the last jutsu, my guys, we're going to be looking at water style dragon, boys. So this one does 31,000 damage, and it's basically like the lightning one, but it like swirls around instead of the lightning one that comes straight from the top. but this one does actually hit 2 times. Like, it does 2 damages, but it only, like, you know, you only see it hit 1 time. Watch, you guys will see what I mean right now. Dragon's right behind me, comes down, hits 2 times, 18,000 and 13,000, coming out to 31,000 damage. And for a cooldown of 35 seconds, I would say it's pretty reasonable for it, I guess. I mean, pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty sure we saw a couple jutsus already in the past videos that either had around the same cooldown or the same cooldown or maybe slightly higher, and either did the same damage or less damage. So pretty decent, but for sure the best one is still going to be Y, my dudes. This one does a lot of damage. The cooldown is only, I believe it said 18 seconds. All right, pretty small cooldown, and again, a lot of damage, boys. So for sure, in my opinion, Y would be the best one, which would be Shark Blitz. All right, now ranking them from least to best. This is only in damage, like how much damage they do, not on what you can like use them for. But at the bottom, of course, is going to be Prism. This one does no damage, so it's got to be at the bottom. Next one is going to be Raging Waves. This one does between 11 to 12.6 thousand damage. Next is going to be Wave. This one does 18,000 damage. Then next is going to be Water Ball. This one does 20,000 damage. Then next, Dragon, 31,000 damage. And of course, Shark Blitz at the top at 46,000 damage. So damage wise for all the jutsus right here are pretty decent, but of course the Prism does drop it all the way, because this is the only jutsu that we currently looked at all the elements that does no damage and kind of sucks in my opinion. Cooldown way too high, and they don't even last in the Prism for more than 5 seconds, so that's kind of whack. But if you haven't caught on, this is going to wrap up the video here, boys. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful in any way. If you guys are a player of Shinobi Life 2, make sure to hit that sub button, boys. I'm going to try to come out with as much content as I can for this game. Mainly the content I'm going to be making is like helping you guys with the game, with like tips and stuff, just things you guys might want to know. But if you guys have any video ideas that's like kind of different from my content right now for Shinobi Life 2, like helping, you know, with tips and stuff, then let me know down in the comments, so you guys can just message me on Discord. We'll see if we can work it out, you know, maybe make the video or not. But before we wrap this up, once again, my restaurant and BGFs, 2 active giveaways currently in my description, giving away 5 billion coins on my restaurants and giving away an Air Basilisk for Bubblegum Simulator. So if you are interested in either of those 2, again, links are down below. That takes you straight to the videos. Both of them are going to be ending very soon, and if anything, I'm most likely going to be announcing the winner for the 5 billion coins sometime this week. So I'm making this video on Wednesday. It's probably not going to be uploaded Wednesday. It's probably going to be uploaded Thursday or Friday. All right, I won't be surprised if it's uploaded Friday. I got a lot of videos I got to get up, but again, making this on Wednesday. So maybe Saturday or Sunday, I'll be announcing the winner for the 5 billion coins. So go enter it if you guys haven't yet. But as always, I got my social medias down below, like my Instagram and my Twitter if you guys are interested on those. But I do recommend my Discord. All links down below. But besides that, it has been Prime Iridium. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side.